Party, buddy.
It's time to party.
It's weird going from Beyonce to the darkest hour, but we're gonna do it, man. She hasn't had a dark hour in a while. She's undefeated. Can we talk about her run, by the way? I know, like, we talk about longevity in music, but like, you know, Beyonce has taken no days off.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why she's a god on earth.
Yeah, she's goated.
You saw that documentary,
dude.
She's an animal.
You can watch that as like, what are we doing Friday night? We're gonna watch the documentary again.
She's a beast. She works out like she's like training for like the NFL Combine. She's an animal.
That's the one where she was getting ready for the Coachella.
Catching passes.
Right? Yeah. I'm like, she's got a 36 vertical. She's a monster.
Look at her run like post pregnancy. Like what?
Yeah. She's a beast, dude. Can you imagine like Blue Ivy getting into anything like? Like if she's not goated at whatever she gets into, her mom's gonna be like, "Come on, like you got."
I do feel always for the kids of like like Jordan's kids and like you have so much pressure on you, but also you have $1 billion. So,
except the Kardashian kids, I feel like they don't have anything to live up to.
They're not. It's a different. One's a celebrity, and one's like legitimately talent.
No, but the Kanye's kids as well. Kanye has talent.
Oh, damn. We never even talk about that.
I know that's true.
How many Kardashian kids are out there? You're like, what are you talking about?
No, that's true. That's
the basketball player, Tristan? Like, nah, Kanye West.
He's a Toronto kid.
Right.
Yeah. He was pivotal in a championship for sure.
Pivotal. That bum ass.
Yeah. But this is my darkest hour. My name is Leclerc. Tristan, I don't want to go down that.
Hey, I'm Cab Washington. Hi.
Yeah, and joining us is the very funny and talented stand-up comedian extraordinaire, actor, podcaster, Alex Pavone.
Yeah, what's up? Thanks for having me, buddy. Thanks for making this room very, very Canadian and cold as hell. Yeah. Shit's falling. We're having a blast.
Yeah.
And we're getting hypothermia. How are you?
Yeah, it's a little bit. We have a fire pit under the table. You just keep our hands warm. Yeah, but thank you for doing the podcast. This podcast is all about talking about our darkest hours, the darkest stories that we have ever experienced. All true, by the way.
Yeah, all just strung up from the inner depths of our deepest, darkest souls and secrets.
Real-ish only. No fabricating.
Yeah, don't come with that non-real shit.
Yeah.
I told you off before the podcast started. I don't know if I'm dark. Yeah. Like you guys are gonna have to tell me if this is dark or not, but I don't think it is. Yeah. I think in being funny.
Yeah.
You know? So it's difficult for me always to go dark.
That's how you know this is gonna be dark as hell. Like that's how you fucking when his threshold doesn't even have a threshold, it's just like, I don't know. Yeah, like you said, Tuesday in Toronto. Like
yeah, he's like, if I'm on the cliff, you know, pull me off. If you don't, I'm gonna jump. And
it's something that I've done many times, but I'm still here to talk about it. I don't know. It's weird. Like,
yeah, I knew Pavone was going to be great on the podcast because like we've done shows together, and every time we're driving and just talking and telling stories, I'm like, this dude has lived a wild life. And he's so honest and like cavalier about those experiences. He's like, yeah, you know, I shit on myself, and I'm like, wait a minute, go back. It was a Tuesday, and like, yeah, you know, but yeah, that's just the way we've always been. And when you see him do the stand up, you could tell like all of his stories and his stand up come from a real place.
Yeah,
and you guys have ever watched?
That's because I have no imagination or creativity. It has to be from a real place, or I got nothing. Yeah, no, for sure.
You ever see a comic like set up a joke and it's like, all right, he's just like making stuff up.
Yeah,
like, all right, none of this has ever happened. You're just like bored on a Tuesday sitting on the beach and you're like, all right, well this will be funny. It's like, nah, pull from somewhere. Yeah, like at least have some truth peppered into your stand up.
Yeah.
But I don't ever get that feeling when I'm watching Pavone perform. It's like, oh, I think that really happened to him.
Yeah.
And this sounds crazy.
I feel like I gotta go to your next show. I'm so sorry I haven't seen you yet.
It's gonna be sold out.
Yeah,
it's gonna be sold out. Good luck getting tickets.
Yeah. What is this?
Not in America. Maybe in the Bahamas when he's traveling. He doesn't have a huge base there, but good luck stateside. Stumbling into a show with Pavone. But yeah, thank you for joining us.
No worries. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
What's up? What's going on, man? You have any dark stories? Anything happened this week?
Nothing happened this week, but I'll preface this. So I am from the suburbs of Toronto, this place called Woodbridge.
Okay.
And Woodbridge is a first generation, everyone's like first generation Italian, and like there is organized crime there. There is organized crime. but it's so, what's the word, prevalent?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. It's
There's an abundance of it.
You saw me struggle word wise. I stiffened up.
He said Italian, and then immediately his hands came out. He's like, and then bibbity. He started talking with his hands immediately. He just became more Italian as soon as
What's
he
that
said.
word you guys use again? With the P in it.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, there's a bit of an organized crime there. People got gambling problems. People got issues, but it's just so prevalent again that it becomes the way we deal with it is through jokes and humor. So when someone is down 20 G's and then they catch a beating, we laugh about it. Yeah. We're like, that's what happens when you take the Browns. You know what I mean? We say shit like that. Yeah. But, it is scary, but this is just the way we deal with things.
Yeah.
So, I got in, my friends all of them are good kids, but, there's no one really got into pills and shit like that. Okay. But gambling was our, what's it called? Epidemic or whatever.
That was your vice of choice. I guess.
That was the thing, the gambling, right? So, I had a bookie. Still talk to him.
What age? Sorry,
18.
Okay.
My friends still gamble now, but that gambling led to always drinking, going to clubs and fights would happen and stuff like that. On my 25th birthday, we went to a club in Toronto.
Yeah.
Close to where they do the OVO Fest.
Okay.
It's I don't know if you've ever been to Toronto, but...
Yeah, I have a residency there. I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
There's an exhibition fairgrounds, and there's multiple things going on there. One place is a club. It's called Music Nightclub. And we went there, and I didn't even want to go. You know when you get dragged out for your own birthday? Yeah. You're like, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this. But my friend, he's a bit of a maniac.
Yeah.
And he wanted to go, and I'm like, all right, I'll go with this guy. And he always manages to fight. I swear to God, he does not... This guy doesn't start the fight, but he will not back down, and then he will finish the fight. Okay? He's a maniac, right? One time, I swear to God, we might have been in high school. He got recruited for a street fight. We were out in front of a movie theater, and these guys pulled up, and they're like, yo, we're one down, and we need someone. I swear to God, they gave him a chain. They gave him a chain like he was a wrestler, and he came back, and his nose was crooked. And we're like, and he's like, I won. I'm like, your nose says otherwise. It's crooked, but he got hit by his own guy swinging the chain. So he's crazy. He's a crazy man. He's ready to go at all times. So
that's what happens when when you do a pickup game of basketball. It's I just pass. I didn't know you were on my team because I just got recruited. This is how pickup games work.
And he's like, I don't got the right sneaks. He's like, no, we got you with a chain. You're good.
Yeah. He did come back shirtless. We were like, skins? No, he had a shirt on. Anyways, so we're at this. We're
friendly
at the club.
Fire, by the way.
It was friendly fire.
Friendly fire.
I guess I'm gonna go do this gang fight right now.
We're at the club and we're leaving the club and everything was good. I'm like, holy shit, we're gonna go home. Everything's gonna be fine. Nothing happened. And he's in the passenger seat. My buddy Raul's driving. Already, shit's gonna hit the fan when Raul's got behind the wheel.
Never trust Raul.
I'm in the back, right? And I've told this before. And I'm like, oh, here we go. We're making a left because there's winding roads to get onto the main road in this place, right? So we're making a left, and these kids come. These kids approach the car, and it's a red light, and they start saying drive the car, we're gonna fuck you up, and we're like, well, clear, it's a red, we're obeying the rules here, and they start fucking punching the fucking shit out of the car. They start kicking the mirror off and stuff. I had my window down a little bit, and I could see it was gonna be green, and I rolled it down, and I was about to be. They sensed it. They knew I was gonna call them a bitch, and as soon as I was like, I just got one. That's the last time I got punched. It was about 10 years ago. Yeah. Just right in the mouth
through the window.
No, the window. I was rolling it down to be like, you're a fucking pussy. And he was like, am I? Boom, right to the mouth. On my birthday. So I'm like, okay, the birthday beats. Here we go, right?
I love Canada.
Dude, wild, right? So they're beating. Remember that? Remember the Street Fighter, the bonus episode when they beat the shit out of the car?
Oh, yeah.
They did that.
That looked good. Yeah.
They were punching the car. There was hand marks and shit. So we make a left.
That was about us.
Yeah. So we make a left, and we're on the main road now, and we maybe drive 400 feet down or whatever, and my buddy gets out of the car and he starts looking around his car, and there's dents everywhere, and Mark, the crazy guy, the guy that got recruited in the street fight, he's like, we he's like, do you got any weapons? And I was like, this is my birthday. I'm staying in the car, and you guys could figure this out. They pop the trunk. Mark gets a tennis racket, and the other guy gets a window scraper, like for the snow.
Yeah.
And then they give me, I swear to God, they give me an umbrella. And I'm like, I'm not the penguin. I'm staying in the car. So they walk back in, one with an umbrella, one with a scraper, and I'm waiting in there. Adele, you know the Adele album? It sort of was big at the time, and I was listening to it pretty loud. Yeah, I was like, this will calm me down. A little Adele, right? So I'm waiting in the car, and they walk back in.
So you're waiting in the car with the umbrella, like
just in case precipitation. Yeah, no, right? So I'm waiting in the car, and they come back and they couldn't find him. So I'm like, okay, I'm actually scared now. I'm scared. I don't fight. I don't like to do this.
You already took one in the face.
I already got punched. Yeah. I was punched. I should send me home. Right. So they get in the car, and Mark, now he has no shirt. So now I know it's business. When he takes his shirt off, I know.
When he takes his shirt off and grabs a tennis racket?
Yeah.
It's not tennis time.
It's not tennis time, right? So they come back and they go, we're going back in. And I'm like, no, I don't want, please, for the love of God, no. Right. So they go and they start looking for these guys. And they're there. They find them. It's pretty late. It's like 3 a.m, right? Not too many people are out. And there's like 5 or 6 of them. And we approach them. They're like 100 feet away or something, right? And there's like 5 of them. And we sort of slow it down. And Raul is like revving the engine. And Mark looks at him and he's like, run him over. And I'm like, no. No. This is not Grand Theft Auto. You don't, this is not, I'm just trying to, this is my birthday.
Let's get rid of this problem real fast.
Kill a guy with a car.
Yeah.
He goes, and floors it, dude. He floors it. And as we approach, these guys scatter.
Yeah.
But one guy, I think he thinks that he's not going to hit him with the car.
Yeah.
He's standing there, and it's about 10 feet away.
Yeah.
And the guy's still like this. And then he was like, we heard his voice. He went, oh, they're serious. Yeah. And he jumped out of the way to avoid the car. So we try to run these guys over, and Mark, he's in the passenger side seat, and he's calling all the shots. Yeah. And he goes, U-turn. He's doing that like a fighter jet. And I swear to God, Raul goes, this is a one-way. And I'm like, who cares about the street? You're trying to kill someone with your car.
He's down for attempted murder.
But he's got to do it.
With a moving violation? A traffic violation?
Your Honor, I did not.
Manslaughter.
I did not illegally.
Buckle up. Yeah. We're trying to kill 3 guys.
I'm not going to make an illegal
U-turn.
U-turn.
Kill him, but my car should not be impounded because of it. Okay.
You, right. Spin her around. Yeah. A lot of the guys skedaddled. They were doing like construction at the time.
Yeah.
And there was one guy, there was like a concrete barrier, and he was sort of like pinned and trapped there. So we sort of had him, right? And Mark, now he's out of the car. He has the brush scraper.
Yeah.
And he's sort of like fully out of the window, like a knight. Like
he's like hanging out the window.
Yeah, like he's ready to joust. Because he's gonna he's gonna hit the guy as we drive by. And and as we're like getting closer to the guy, he's like yelling, like he's like, you motherfucker, like a William Wallace battle cry. Yeah. And he fucking hits the guy, but he doesn't use the scrape part. He hits him like
with the handle.
Yeah, like he was gonna comb his hair, but he hit him like he got him, but the force. So he ended up like stabbing himself with the scraper, and his tit, he fucked up his nipple. It was like all cut and shit, and he was like, oh God. And he was bleeding from the nipple. Yeah. And then they dropped me off at home, and they went to the hospital to I guess he didn't need much, but or maybe they didn't even go to the hospital, but they just went to go make sure he was all nippled up. Yeah. So like we tried to kill someone, and my buddy got his nipple lacerated, essentially on my birthday. So I haven't really been to the club since, for sure.
Man was trying to joust out of the car.
Is that dark enough? I don't know if that's dark. Trying to kill people?
I just wish you guys would have got off the car. He's like, yo, is it Mary Poppins or Serena Williams? What's wrong with you? Look at these bitches trying to fuck somebody up, huh?
Yeah. So I don't know. My friends are always want to fight. Again, they don't look for the fight, but when the fight starts, they'll try to kill you. For sure. It's 0 to 100, literally and figuratively.
What was, so you just like, yo, the closure to the situation, I'm going home. Did y'all have like a follow up the next day? It was like, yo, last night. Okay. Yeah.
I was just like, Mark, you can't try to kill people. And he's like, buddy, they try to kill us. I'm like, they didn't try to kill us. They punched me. And he's like, nah, that's they want to kill you.
Yeah.
Like he always thinks like if they're trying to do something, it's for murder to end you. So he's like, we'll kill them first. I was like, not with me in the car. You won't. You drop me off at home. I want to go home.
What if they would have?
I think I'm gonna sit this one out.
I tried. They wouldn't love me. They wouldn't love me.
What if they would have dropped you off and just took the car? Like here's your umbrella. We'll be right back.
They might have
with the umbrella. Like
Rihanna. Yeah. No. They. I think they might have dropped me off.
The music.
I think they might have dropped me off and even tried to go back, but they did patch up his tit because he hit him with the brush part. Why would you hit him with the brush part? You hit him with the scrape part.
Just going around dating women, just like, well, what happened was I tried to kill someone with a scraper.
Bro, this guy's ruined 4 of my birthday parties. He's ruined 4 of my birthday parties. 8 years old, he at Laser Quest, he jumped from the top.
Laser
you know
Quest.
how you're not supposed to run?
Yeah.
You know how there's 2 floors? He didn't want to run, so he jumped because he was cornered. And on the way down, he hit his head on a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
So he didn't tell anybody either. He came out and his head was this fucking big. And my parents were like, holy shit, we're going to get sued here. And then we had to go. That was that for that birthday party.
Yeah.
Then this one.
Yeah.
The next year, he beat the fucking he's a teacher too. I can't.
Yeah, that
But
makes
he
sense.
beat the piss out of this one guy like 7 minutes into the birthday.
Yeah.
He said something and the guy's like, what the fuck did you say? And he's
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do? And it was like there was like a huge staircase like at this bar.
Yeah.
And the guy threw a haymaker at him and he dodged it and he fucking grabbed him and chucked him down the stairs. And like, dude, they're rolling down the stairs. and my buddy, like every time he was on top, he was like, yeah, and rolling. Yeah. And then the guy was like on the ground, like fucked up.
Yeah.
And then we're like, this party's done.
Yeah.
That was the 3rd time. And then one other time, I think he just got too drunk and he just kept falling asleep. Dude, this guy kept falling asleep at a club and then they'd kick him out and then he'd reappear. But he was, every time we'd see him, he'd be sleeping again.
Yeah.
We were like upstairs dancing. We're like, is he in a booth? And he'd be like, weekend at Bernie's. So 4 birthday parties, this fucker.
What years? What
He's the
ages?
best.
What ages?
8.
Okay.
That was, he should have never been
Yeah, it was
invited.
right. You can't redeem yourself.
I think
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
25 and 26. He went back-to-back years. So we beat the fuck out of 2 people. And then we've never had a birthday party since. No.
You couldn't. There's
Best
no
friend,
way.
though. Talked to him yesterday.
Okay, yeah, you guys are still friends.
Yeah. He loves to gamble. He's always like, take Charleston. It's like 7 in the morning. I'm like, who? I don't even know who these teams are.
In basketball or like
I'm like,
women's
the dance?
swimming?
Yeah, I don't know.
When you get into your 30s, you're no longer recruitable. There's no one can recruit me into a street anything. I won't play.
We were kids then.
Yeah, but like when you get to your 30s, I won't do a street volleyball game.
Right.
Like there's nothing. I don't go to street fairs anymore.
Right, the street, nah.
If it's streets related,
street
I'm
markets,
good, man.
nope.
Yeah.
He
Street
hasn't
festivals.
He hasn't fought in years, dude. He's good now. He's good. He's still doing other stuff, but he hasn't fought in years. No, for sure.
So he's a changed man. Did he like get in a religion or something like that?
No. Far from religion, for sure.
He just can't walk now.
No, he's walking better than ever. I'll tell you right now. He's got a spring in his step. That fucking kid.
You would have thought the fire extinguisher would have put his fire out, but he had to learn a few more lessons.
Actually rubbed him back up.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, is this dark? I got the first time I ever got blackout drunk in New York, maybe 8 years ago. You knew me I think you knew me at the time. I was like 6 months into the city. How long you been here for?
2 years. Oh, 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
So you know how it is when you move to New York. You're just $4, happy hours and
200%.
shit.
That's like-
it's like 5 o'clock.
Did
You're
that
like,
Friday, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's party, right?
He was in Philly last week though.
Yeah.
And the week before. And the week before.
What's going on with you? Don't lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me.
Look, you'll never know where I live. Go ahead. Yeah.
The first time I ever got blackout in the city, I was like 6 months in, and I was partying. I had a roommate at the time. Me and this fucking guy were sharing a bed. It was that's dark.
Nice.
Shit, no.
What part of Manhattan were you?
We were at that point. We were in Harlem. Okay. But I was in the Village. I was at the Grizzly Pear. There used to be it's not called the Grizzly. I'm sorry, the Lantern.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's called something else.
It's called a
now.
comedy shop. Yeah.
It's called the Comedy Shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was drinking in the Village, and I blacked out, and because I had a weed pen, and I came to, and I was at the Lantern.
Yeah.
But I started my night somewhere else. I remember taking a shot, smoking weed, coming to at the Lantern, right? And soon as I came to, this waitress was handing me a beer, and she was like, "If you bring in your resume Monday, we'll talk." And I'm like, "Holy fuck, I'm applying for a job right now.
Oh, wow.
I'm hammered.
Yeah.
I don't know what." I just woke up and I'm like, well, I'm looking for employment. I have no idea what's going on. So me and this woman are like fucking chit-chatting. I'm crushing, by the way. Like, I'm like, it's like 6 in the afternoon, 7 in the afternoon. I don't actually know what time it is now. That's what time the booze started.
Yeah.
And like there's like people around me, they're like laughing, and I'm like, I'm on fucking fire right now. I'm like applying for a job. This woman's clearly into me, right? And she's giving me free drinks, and she's like, "Do you want a weed pen?" And I'm like, "Well, the last time I took a weed pen, I ended up in a place, I blacked out.
Yeah.
I shouldn't do it." But I'm like, "Let's go." I take the weed pen. I'm done again.
Yeah.
You know when it's like a comic book when you keep blacking out and you enter a different location every time you come to. So
It's a jump cut every time.
It's a jump cut. So now I come to, we're at the bitter end. I'm pretty confident. I don't know.
Wait, the club.
The
place.
It's a venue.
It's
It's like not a music hall.
Yes,
But it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
It's like a
It's on the
performance
street
space.
from the shop. Yeah.
So we black. My phone's completely dead. Blackout. I'm at the bitter end, and I have a mic in my hand, and the woman at the bar, she has a mic in her hand. We're fully singing a duet. We're doing karaoke together, and it's Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow. Picture, you know that song? And I'm doing Sheryl Crow for some reason, and she's doing Kid Rock. And the song ends, and we start making out. Wait, dude, I'm crushing this job interview. I'm on fire right now. I don't even have my papers.
Take
I
notes.
can't even work in the country because I'm Canadian.
right,
I don't
yeah.
even have my green card.
Yeah.
I'm like, when do I let her know that? Right? I guess not now. So we're singing, we're doing it. I don't know. Now it's late. Now I know it's late.
Yeah.
But I'm a mess, right? I don't know where my buddy is. I truly don't even know where I am in the city because I'm
Yeah.
always indoors, right? So we're drinking again, and I black out again, and now I'm in a different location, okay? And I am fully clothed, shoes on, jacket on a couch. No one's there. I'm in a home now. And I look to the left, and there's a backyard. I did not know people in New York had backyards. I did not know. I was 6 months in, so I'm like, I'm in fucking New Jersey. I had no idea. I'm like, I'm in New Jersey or Westchester. I'm freaking out. It would look like a decent sized backyard. And I also didn't know if I was leaving or I was coming because I was still fully dressed.
Yeah.
So she appears, the woman, and she is butt naked, completely naked, and not a great body, not the greatest. And I'm wasted. I am fucking wasted. I don't have my phone, or it's dead. I don't know what time it is. And she jumps on top of me, and she's trying to, get me hard. And I know I've been drinking for hours, and I'm like, hey, look, like, this will not happen. I know it's not going to happen. If my penis somehow is a miracle and it works, I will fall asleep. I won't have, something's going down.
Yeah.
It's myself or my cock. And right now I'm awake. This is toast.
Yeah.
I know. She goes, you need Coke. I said, no, I don't. I said, I need a salad and a water. I go, give me mixed greens and a Poland Spring, and then we'll talk. So she goes, she looks for her Coke, can't find it. Snapping. She's like, where's my Coke? Where's my Coke? Did you steal my Coke? I go, no, I would not steal your Coke and stay.
Yeah.
I'd steal it and leave. I know how to rob people.
Yeah.
You go when you steal something, whatever. So I'm like shell shocked. Her roommate, she has a roommate. I don't know any of this. Or, it could have been anybody, but another woman comes down and she's like, what's going on? She's like, he stole my Coke. And she's like, can you guys just keep it down? And then left. And I was like, that's the coolest roommate I've ever seen. She just wakes up, goes, keep it down. And then I go, hey, look, I'm being honest with you. I can't, I'm so drunk. I'm like, I started going like, I'm scared You know when you get like emotional,
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm really scared. I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
I have to go home. I live in Harlem. I don't know. Like I'm on the verge of like tears. And she's like, you don't want to have sex with me because she was like 40 something. And because I'm like older and I'm like,
what?
And I'm like, she was like 42 or something. And I'm like,
you're my punching bag for this show.
I'm like, no, I swear to God. And I was being honest.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
because you're fat.
she was skinny. She had a bad tooth, one bad tooth. Yeah. But anyways, it was a bad tooth.
It was a peekaboo tooth. You ever see his teeth that just peekaboo?
Yeah. Hello, I'm black. It was a bad tooth. Bad tooth. Anyways, I swear to God, she's like, if you don't want to have sex with me because I'm old, you don't have to look at me. She had a walk-in closet that she walked into, covered her body, half of her body.
With a paper bag.
She's in the closet and half of her ass and her ass is sticking out like one of those, medieval.
Like she was stuck in the washer.
Yeah. And she's yelling from there. She's like, she's saying, fuck me, but don't look at me. I swear to God.
What?
Dude, I swear to God.
You can't think this is normal. This is...
No, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm like legitimately terrified.
You're just like, yo, where's my umbrella?
Take you with this. There you go. You like that? You like that? Okay. I'm hard as a rock now. Go ahead, get it.
But I'm scared and I feel bad because I'm drunk. I'm 27. I'm a mess.
Yeah.
And I just hear her muffling like, just don't look at me and have sex with me, So I like open the closet and she has like jeans on. It's so sad. Like she has like jackets on her fucking head and shit. And I'm like, I have to go.
Yeah.
And she's like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And then I shouldn't have asked her if I got the job. I should have just left. I should have left. Yeah. But she said, get out. And then, like a month later, I did a show there, and I was so scared because at the Lantern.
Yeah.
But she was working upstairs, and I was downstairs, and there was like 6 people at the show. Okay, and it was going horrific.
Yeah.
And she comes down and she's bartending, and she. Can you bleep it? Can you bleep this?
You've been cursing this whole time.
No, she is giving someone a beer and she goes, she heckled me. You gotta bleep that part.
Yeah.
And everyone laughed. She got a huge pop.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She was a cokehead and a homophobe.
Yeah.
But she got me.
Yeah.
You got to edit that part.
Yeah.
Make a note for sure. And sorry if anyone's gay.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't say
sorry,
it.
Leif. Sorry. But
anyways, that was one of the darker moments.
that I don't even. Yeah. You go ahead. You.
No,
that one gets a lot of people. Yeah. It was a good time.
But wait. So this is the same girl that you sang karaoke with.
Yeah.
Right? And
it all happened in one night.
And okay. So the escalation of this is just unheralded. Like, and you almost got a job out of this. Did you think
so close, dude?
Yeah.
So close to being a bar back at the Lantern, dude. I didn't even want the job. I performed there. I didn't even want nothing to do with the job. But I was like, let's keep this going. Let's see how much. Let's see if I can get a job by the end of the night.
You were nowhere close to getting a job.
No way.
You gave me your resume on a Post-it note.
You were like, stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that. From Toronto, New York.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm not convinced that karaoke has ever led to good sex. Has that ever happened?
That's what you took from this? Honestly, I've had
in this particular story. No.
I mean, in life, I've never seen 2 people wailing on stage, drunk, and then gone home and had like great consensual like
This is
giving love making afterwards. I don't know if that's ever happened.
Yeah. I'm a big non-performer at karaoke. I'm a big like watcher, and then like that was good
because you're saving it up.
Yeah.
You're saving it for the bedroom.
Exactly. That's my tactic.
You can't hit your C notes and give her the good stuff. You know?
Yeah.
You got to chill.
I definitely turn into like a judge on the X Factor, like at karaoke. I'm just sitting back like they don't know the words.
Spin it.
When not enough charisma.
When they walk by you, you're just like,
Yeah.
This isn't a career for you, right?
I will go to karaoke just to watch and critique like,
I like the spin.
yeah. This he's got talent, but does he have a future? Like, I'm like always watching.
No one.
Meanwhile, they almost got a business card passed to them from a booker.
I don't think anybody was watching us and thinking it was gonna go well.
Ugly tooth. That's
It was one of those ones.
Yeah.
That you like when it like after you see it, you like do a little
That's all you
impression
can
of
see.
it.
Yeah.
You go, hello, it's me,
Yeah.
the tooth.
She's like-
you know, it's so. It was
She's
so,
like, this happens all the time. I'll just put my jeans in front of my face. This is okay.
dude, that was really sad, man. I swear to God, I'm not even. I don't want to even be rude to her, but like that was really sad. Had she not attacked me when I was on stage, I wouldn't think this was hilarious. But after she went at me and questioned my sexuality, which it was not. It had nothing to do with that.
No.
It was
You
12
totally
hours of
like
whiskey.
Women, yeah.
It was. You said that like you didn't believe me, but it was 12 hours of whiskey, which fucked me up. And she wasn't. I mean, you got a dying tooth, lady. Jesus Christ! Holy fucking moly!
His final word is just like a business card to his dentist. Just like, I got something for you.
You might want to get that one fixed, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I don't know. Are these dark? I have no idea.
Bro,
now I feel like I'm not.
Dark.
No,
Is
these
it?
are
Pretty dark. Yeah.
these are unreal. I'm almost just like, how darker can they get? Like that. First off, The Three Friends. That's like literally a movie that you haven't written yet about. What do we got in our? What do we have in our suit in our trunk? Like the three most arbitrary things ever. Nah, we're equipped to fuck people up with these. Like what?
I want to do a whole podcast episode with just about predatory women.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm
That's
all
a good time.
Yeah, because like we've heard a million stories about dudes being super gross, but like the idea of a predatory woman is so rare to a lot of people because like girls don't talk about how aggressive they can be.
Yeah.
I don't think she was being a predatory.
No,
Bro, you blacked out 4 times.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You blacked
All right.
out 4 times, and you're
Put the shoe on the other foot.
And then you're gay?
Imagine
She
you
would've-
pressuring a chick like that.
Yeah,
to have
yeah,
sex
no,
with you.
I'm-
That's
yeah,
predatory,
yeah,
right?
yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
so if a girl does it, it should also be
She
considered
didn't
predatory.
like fucking like drag me down bleaker.
I also like the idea of like a dude saying, "Yo, if you think I'm ugly, I'll put this."
Zip up a parka.
I'll put this garbage bag on. Yeah.
Just go ahead. Just pretend like
I'll just lay on the bed. And, you know.
Well, when I go back to the place now, what's it called now? It's called something else.
the comedy shop.
And I know the owner, and I'm like, I think her name's Ashley.
Yeah.
And he's like, cokehead, bad tooth. I'm like, oh yeah.
comedy.
He goes, cokehead, bad tooth. I
He's
go,
like, "Yeah, I stole a cocaine. It was me, Pavone. I had it all along."
I had to put you under the bus. That's my bad, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else can I talk about? How he shit my pants? I don't know.
Nah, that's great, dude. I remember
Yeah.
one time when I was a bartender. I remember sometimes girls would come to my bar and then they would assume if they just waited there long enough, I would just go home with them. So like I'd be closing up, blowing out candles, wiping
But
down
Turk is
tables.
very confident, by the
And
way.
then,
Just-
and then there'd just be a girl at the end of the bar like, "Hey," I'm like, "We're closed. Get the hell out of here."
Hit the frick, sweetheart.
She was like, "I was waiting for you to finish up." I'm like, "All right, get the hell out. This isn't, you thought you were just going to wait me out? It's not a,
just like nodding off. Just
yeah."
like, are you ready now? Like,
It's like, where are we going after this? I'm going home.
I think your predatory women shit's got legs though, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's all I can bring though. That's the one and only cokehead dead tooth. I got nothing
Yeah.
else. That's for sure.
what is like? What are this other signs? Like, can you be predatory without having acted on it? Like,
For sure. I mean, like, I feel like men, when people think of predatory behavior, they just think of men, right? Yeah. But like anyone can be a predator, right?
Yeah. There's this comic in Canada. I don't give a fuck. I'll say his name.
Yeah.
We're cool now. His name's Trix, but he was a predator.
Guy?
Yeah, he's a guy. Yeah. His name's Trix. He was a predator, and but he was only into white guys' feet. But he would trick them. He was sort of like a bigger Canadian comedian.
Oh, that's super gross,
dude.
That's unreal. That's some Dahmer shit.
Yeah, it is.
Like a different twang to it.
But he got so many of my friends that it was sexual assault, but it was so funny.
Yeah.
and he would be like, hey, like, I got an audition for you if you just come over, lay on your stomach and twinkle your toes. And they were like, what's this for? And he's like just shut up and you'll get your Xbox. Dude, he used to like offer people Xboxes and shit like that. Dude, he got a whole house one time. Like he got only white guys though. Only white guys would fall for it, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, no, he got a whole house. There was 3 different white guys, and they were like, "Oh, I'm going to Trix's place. He said that if I do this audition, he's going to give me an Xbox." Yeah. And they were like, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea." And then they all were twinkling their toes, dude.
A black person was like, let me see the Xbox first. We don't trust nobody. Like, bring the Xbox over here.
He got a guy 4 times.
Yeah, let me make sure it works. He didn't get a guy 4 times. That dude wanted to be got 4 times.
That's what
I actually prefer that. I actually enjoy twinkling my toes.
He's like, whoopsie, you got me again.
Dude, if you get...
He was texting him first like, hey, you want me to come over again?
If you get men to twinkle their toes and lie to them, as predatory as that is, though, it's hilarious. You can't. What can you say? What can you do? You fucked up. Yeah. You laid on your stomach. You twinkled your toes for an Xbox.
But there was no sex involved or anything like that.
No, dude. He just wanted them to twinkle their toes.
Wow.
He did it for like
Tricks,
15 years. Dude, there's a Vice article about it. He did it for like 15, 20. I think he's still out there doing it. There's like, I swear to God, there's cases. Someone would be like, oh, he got someone in Miami. Kid's been doing comedy 2 years. Next thing you know, he's twinkling his toes at a Motel 6. Trix is behind the wall like Lovitz in Wedding Singer, and he's just beating off.
I do need a PlayStation, though.
Dude, you can't. You're shit out of luck, man.
Yeah?
No, he won't even try. He'll.
Oh, because I'm black?
He doesn't even try. He knows the white guys are fucking sitting ducks, bro.
Yep.
He doesn't even.
Look at this white boy right here.
Wouldn't even try, dude.
Did he ever try it on you?
No. Yeah. Fuck.
Are you offended by that, or?
Honestly, no. But my feet are gross. Right. But I knew that going into it. I wasn't on the fence. Like, are my feet nice? Are they not nice?
Why does he have?
Yeah. No, like I know they're gross. I'm like, that guy's got a good eye for feet, for sure. He's disgusting. Look up the article though, dude. It's so funny.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up the article. Then I'm gonna go on Instagram and check my request messages. It's gonna be that man like, yo, Leclerc, I love your comedy and your feet. Like, wait a minute. Is this twinkle time?
From a burner?
Yeah. Alex told me about this, man.
It says tall toes 893.
But yeah, man, this has been enlightening.
Yo, this is amazing.
Holy smokes!
I wish I had more time to talk, man.
You showed up late.
Yeah.
I love this guy though. You showed up late and then blamed everyone else. You're like, group chat said 6, bro. You're a good guy though. You're a good guy. You're the man.
Yeah, I hope more bad stuff happens to you because I want to have you back on. I gotta have Pavone back on.
I wish you the worst, man.
It's a great podcast. Yeah. I like what you guys do with the heat in here though. But other than that, it was a good time for sure.
We hope the stories heat up the room.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Of course, yeah. And this has been another great episode. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, later. Peace.